What's up, everybody? Cigar Sherpa Laird Mayhew back with another cigar review, and today I am smoking the Diamond Crown Black Diamond in Radiant. Stay tuned.
I can smoke stogies in my house, first of all, because her father introduced me to stogies, and second of all, because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
All right. Welcome back to another installment here at Cigar Sherpa. I, of course, am your host, Laird Mayhew, and if this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell down there somewhere, and you'll get a notification every time we post a video here. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. It is always good to see you. Today, I'm proudly wearing my East Carolina dad shirt. Go Pirates. My daughter is going into her second year of whatever you call that, sophomore? Not a junior, freshman, sophomore year there at East Carolina. And after that, all that COVID crap happened and they shut everything down, she moved back into my house, and it was like, I love you, baby, but I'm excited to see you do good things with your life, so go to college. They finally let them back in, so we're celebrating that, but I'm very proud of that shirt. Before I get started here, I have the camera a little closer to my beautiful face than I normally do, and that's because my little clicker clacker here that I normally start and stop my camera with, is the battery died on me, and I don't have a replacement, so I have to like reach over, so you get treated to a close-up shot of my beautiful face, and I even shaved. But anyway, like my intro said, I've got the Diamond Crown Black Diamond in Radiant. That's just what they call it. It's like a Robusto, more like a petite Robusto, as it's 4.5 inches long by 54 ring gauge. Pricey cigar. I think I paid $18 for this thing. And I've been looking at it. I don't know about you, but J.C. Newman cigars are known to be good. They're high quality cigars. I mean, they're one of the oldest. I think they are the oldest cigar company in America, but they're one of the oldest cigar manufacturers out there. And they make very high quality cigars. The matter of fact, this morning I smoked the Diamond Crown Maduro. And they make a lot of different cigars. They make the American, which is one of my favorite cigars. Great, I sent them a message and was just like, hey, figure out how to get this thing manufactured, get this blend manufactured down in South America, because we can afford this thing. Because it was like, they're ridiculously expensive, but they're really good cigars. But I normally pass on them because the Diamond Crown series and the Julius Caesar, and I haven't smoked the Julius Caesar, it just looks like it's going to be like a light to medium bodied cigar. And when I'm buying a cigar for that much money, I just skip them, okay? But the Maximus was a good cigar. I got that when I was in the Cigar Aficionado Big Smoke last November. It was a handout. And I smoked one of these out there. But I don't remember because I was a little tipsy. I remember it was good, but I didn't actually sit down and review it. So now I'm in a controlled environment. Let's get into this stick. It has got a Connecticut grown Havana seed. Okay, how do I say this? Havana seed Connecticut sun grown wrapper. There you go. Smells very nice. And it's been aged for 8 years. I think that's the kicker here. It makes it so pricey, that tobaccos are aged. It's made for J.C. Newman by the Fuente family, with the binder and the fillers coming all from the Fuente farm. And I believe I read somewhere that these are very exclusive tobaccos. Like they're specifically for this cigar. You can't go and get another brand cigar that's using the same filler leaf. So it's all proprietary tobaccos. I can't remember the last time I smoked a cigar with the Havana seed sun-grown Connecticut wrapper. I believe the Liga Privada originally had that. Don't quote me on that. If I'm right, let me know. If I'm wrong, feel free to let me know that too. Binder and the fillers, of course, from Dominican Republic, aged 8 years. What else can I say? It's a J.C. Newman. They make great cigars. So I'm looking forward to this. The smell on it is great. It's like a very musty, earthy smell. It smells aged. I know it's aged tobacco, but it smells aged. Construction is what you would expect from a J.C. Newman, but I'll tell you what, this wrapper's got it's a little more hardy. It's a little thick, and it's got some spottiness to it, mottled, really black and then brown, little brown spots. Triple cap. No lumps, packed in there perfectly. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to light it. I'm going to come back. I'm going to tell you what I think about it from there. Stay tuned. All right, all right, all right. Right there on the light up. Right away, it's earthy. Right away, it's earthy. It's kind of sweet too. Hold on a minute. Let me get that first. I always do that to myself, and you guys always witness it. I get that first retrohale, a lot of smoke, and it burns my nostrils. It's got a good black pepper taste, although I'm not getting a lot of the burn. Yeah, very earthy, sweet, like a damp earth. It tastes aged. I mean, right away, and it's like, normally I'm not going to get the full extent of the flavors until this thing gets about an inch in, when it really, the flavors and the blend really marry together and it warms up. But right off the bat there, you get a nice black pepper taste. There's no burn. There's like no, what do you call it, like a zing to the black pepper. There's a sweetness there, and it's developing. But very, very rich, damp, like musty earth. It's very good. Very smooth. It's kind of oily. Now that black pepper is starting to burn in the retrohale. Very, very short finish on it as of right now. It's like as soon as you get the flavor out of your mouth and you kind of take another breath, the flavor is gone out of your mouth. There's no like lingering burn or anything. But the sweetness is getting more sweet. But not in a, It's like a sweet earth. It's weird. It's not like a candy sweetness. It's like a very mossy, damp, compote, earthy taste that's just very rich. You know what? Let me let this thing develop and get more into the first third, and I'll come back and I'll tell you what I think about it from there. So stay tuned. All right. We are well into the first third. Matter of fact, at a 4.5-inch cigar, we're probably going into the second third. So it's going to be a quick smoke because it's a short stick, but the flavors are really developed. I did have a burn issue, and I had to correct it. It just kind of canoed right there, so I just burned it around the side there to get it nice and even. And typically cigar review, some reviewers out there, maybe they get these things sent to them, and they don't pay nothing for them, so they can just let them burn all wonky and not even care. I got to go out and buy these things. So when I pay $18 for a cigar, if I got to correct the burn to enjoy the cigar, I'm going to correct it. So maybe you're not getting a straight up review. What you're getting is a guy that's enjoying his cigars, which is me enjoying my cigars and just telling you about the experience. So I'm not an actual like industry insider where they're like, yeah, Laird, here you go. Here, JC Newman sends me a box of cigars and it's not how it works. I got to pay for this shit. So anyway, coming into the second third here, the sweetness develops more and it comes more to the forefront, and it's very noticeable. It's there. It's a sweet, almost like a dried fruit. And spice comes in. Okay, there was a slight spice there in the initial light up and the first little bit. It was very faint, but now it's really there. It really coats your mouth. It's like cinnamon. I would say baker's spice, but cinnamon is what comes right to my mind. But with those new added nuances, the aged taste of this cigar just kind of shines through. Okay, it's got that damp, mossy earth. I don't know how to explain that, like a damp earth, like some fresh soil. Okay, mixed in with that little bit of cedar in the background. It's very good. And to be such a dark cigar, and to have dark notes is very like it's very medium like bodied. I mean, the flavors that it does have are very robust. Okay, but they just all kind of meld together into one good flavor. It's good. I'm not picking up any chocolate notes and not really any coffee. Although to me, almost every cigar that with a Maduro wrapper has a nuance of like black coffee. I don't think you can help it, because coffee is obviously ground up like dirt. It just, to me, I always get some coffee. Good construction. The draw's a little tight on it, a little tighter than I usually like. So you have to really pull on it to get mouthfuls of smoke. The finish is almost non-existent. Like I said, there's a little tingle from the black pepper on the palate, but it doesn't like linger, which is weird because the smoke has like an oily texture to it. But then it's like a dry beer. Take a sip of it and then the flavor's out of your mouth. So I don't know. I'm gonna get more into the second, third. I'll come back and tell you what I think about it from there. Stay tuned. All right. We are well into the second, third, and again, that same spot, I'm getting canoeing there, but it's not hurting the flavor of the cigar. It's really not hurting the burn. I just, when I spend $18 for a cigar, I want that thing to burn razor sharp, but, what are you going to do? Keep smoking it. You know what? Let me, where's my lighter go? Well, I got one here. Let me just go ahead and touch that up. Just so it doesn't ruin anything. Okay. Anyway, the cigar does nothing but develop. That's what I can say about it. That's what, if you smoke one of these, if you haven't smoked it and you go out and get one, that's what you can expect. It starts off like mild. Okay, it's full of flavors. It's robust flavors. It's only like, 4 or 5 nuances, but they're all melded together so good, and it's just very enjoyable. It's very light and very medium. As it gets halfway, I would say it becomes more full-bodied, medium strength, but full-bodied. That spice is very strong now, very good. It almost reminds me of I know I've used this before, the Dr. Pepper spice. Whatever goes into Dr. Pepper, I know it's got like 23 flavors or whatever, but whatever that sarsaparilla type spice that's in Dr. Pepper, it's very sweet and very spicy. It's got a good cedar. There's a bit of a dark chocolate note, but all of the original flavors are still there. I'm just adding to. The little dark chocolate note is there. Which is new. It gets a little bit more sweet and spicy, almost like a sugarcane sweetness with that spice. It's not so fruity anymore. Like I said, because of the spice that comes in, it's not as fruity. It's still very earthy. The black pepper is still there as a flavor, okay, but the retrohale is very smooth. Got a little burn to it now that it's getting shorter. I don't know if that's the heat from the smoke, but a little lingering zestiness from the black pepper and the retrohale. But overall, the aged taste. And if you smoke this and you pick up what I'm saying, then you're going to know what I'm talking about when I say aged tobacco. There's just it's like a musty, not like a moss. Man, I don't, there was a toy when I was a kid. He was like a He-Man figure. And his name was Moss Man. He was green and he was covered in like moss, and he had this smell to him, that mossy smell. Kind of reminds me of it. Very good. Almost like if you remember the original Polo cologne in the green bottle with the gold cap, how it had kind of that mossy smell to it. It just gets like sweeter and sweeter. Like I almost want to say I would say caramel, but the flavors are so dark. It's more like a cane sugar. Like when you get a piece of cane sugar and you chew on it. Very good. Earthy, cedary, sweet, spicy, peppery, aged cigar. What else can I say about it, man? Oh, man. At this point, I wish the haters were correct and I was reading the script, because this shit would be a whole lot easier if I was just reading the script on what to say. But let me get into the final third, and I'll come back and finish it up. Tell you what I think about it from there. Stay tuned. All right. We are in the final third of this baby, and let me tell you something. It's kicking my butt now. Okay, so it really starts off as a mild to medium cigar. You know, great robust flavors. I would say medium to full-bodied in flavor, medium in strength, light to medium in strength. Get about that halfway mark and that starts to ramp up, and then flavors start to kick in. That spice starts to get really strong and really sweet. You get that dark chocolatey note comes in, and that black pepper really ramps up here towards the end, and I'd say it's about full strength for me now. Full body, full strength, just full of flavor. Overall, though, the flavor profile hasn't changed much. Okay, let's see here. It's earthy. It's got that aged, musty earth. I'd say like a mossy, damp earth. That's there throughout the whole thing. It's very enjoyable, and that's probably what the mellowing effect is on the cigar, is that damp, aged earth. I guess we're going to call it damp, aged earth. Write that down. Damp, aged earth. But then that sweetness develops, the spice develops. You know, there's a constant ebb and flow of like different flavors come in. Like you get a dark chocolate note comes in, and then it's like cedary. But it's a good cigar. I ain't gonna lie. Now, this is a cigar that I would like to start my day off with. Okay, I like a full-bodied cigar. A lot of people like to start them off, you know, very mellow and then work their way up. Me, I normally like what the first cigar I smoked. The first cigar I smoked this morning was a Animal Cracker from Surrogates, and you know that's a full-body, full-strength cigar. I love it. And then I had a Monte Cristo Afrique, which is another full-bodied cigar, very creamy, very coffee, very just sweet, creamy smoke. Then I had the Diamond Crown Maduro, another, you know, medium to full-bodied cigar. And I'm gonna finish off the day with this. And this is a powerhouse. I've read reviews on it. I don't know a lot of people that have smoked it. I've read some reviews on it saying it was like a medium-bodied cigar, and I could see they probably only smoked half of it, because you get halfway through this and it really ramps up. I got kind of a buzz, and that rarely happens. Just real sweet. Let me see if I can sum this up in like 4 flavors. Sweet, earthy, chocolatey, aged. And of course, that age is definitely coming from that wrapper. Okay, they age this sun-grown Havana seed, Connecticut-grown wrapper. They age it for 8 years. And that's what you're paying for. And of course, the select tobaccos from Fuente, they never disappoint. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this review. I know, to me, it seems kind of boring. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting tired of looking at myself on the screen. But maybe next time I'll try to do something and make them a little bit more pizzazz or something. I don't know. I apologize if it's mundane. But Cigar Sherpa, Laird Mayhew, reminding you to be polite to everybody that you meet, but always have a backup plan in case you got to shoot them in the face. And I'm out.